So today we are doing nothing. Today's a really boring day in my 3rd floor apartment. Today's a new day. The reason I say today's a new day is because God damn, can't find a good spot. Cool. Since the day I turned, like 10, maybe 11 years old, I've been trying and thinking and composing of ideas of, they're doing construction. Anyways, composing ideas of vlogging. Something I've always wanted to do. So, it looks like that's gonna start today.
Darling, you send me, darling, you, darling, you send me, darling, you send me.
It is like super sunny right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Chris. His name is Jasper. Today I went and go ahead and I kind of like woke up and proposed to myself that I really wanted to start a vlogging channel because I see like real good guys, like the guys that I used to look up to, like TJ Hunt. I used to do a lot of video gaming, so I watched PewDiePie. I watched like all the big names. Jasper, you gotta get out of the frame, bro. You're gonna block me out. Okay, so this is the walk around. I've put work into it, but it looked worse before. It is kind of quick, so here you go. The negative first, and then tell you guys the good. When I first got this car, this front left quarter panel was completely destroyed. The front left lip right here was bent. This is actually a used quarter panel that I found and then repainted. And then it just so happened that I painted it with too much clear coat, so it kind of like stained a different color on this. A lot of that is going to go into just repainting, but I also want to get it professionally done. Even though I have the spray paint in my house, I still want to get it professionally done. For some reason, I was literally sleeping, woke up, walked out, dent in the car. I was like, what the fuck is happening? When I got this car, the clutch went out. I put a, let's see, it came with a stock clutch and it was pretty much out, so I went ahead and got a stage 2 aftermarket clutch, installed it, and then once we figured out that we had put the wrong flywheel plate in there, every time I would let off the clutch, it would completely shake the entire car, but that's okay. This hood right here is actually an aftermarket hood. Thought it didn't fit this car, and then we brought it home, we fit it, and it worked fine. The entire front left quarter of the original hood that was on here before this one was completely dented from here to about here. This is the engine bay of my car right here. This was all completely disgustingly black with grime, oil, everything you can imagine out of an engine bay. I actually take my car out pretty often to vacuum, clean, fucking, you know, do all the stupid shit, but it's fall season, as you guys can see, so a lot of shit's fallen into my car, like dirt and grime and disgusting. So I have the engine aftermarket air intake right here that goes right down to the turbo. I do have a stock turbo in here, but this isn't the turbo, I'm pointing down here. I do have a stock turbo right down there, if you guys can see it. It's not too bad. This intake actually opened it up a lot more. This is still a stock ECU, obviously an aftermarket air filter, but it definitely opened my car up a lot more. I still have the stock intercooler right here on the inside of the wheel well, right on the left front, or the right front tire. Everything's the same as far as the intercooler goes, but it kind of like helped my car a lot more when I put this guy on here, because it opened up a lot more airflow. And especially from that giant ugly box that was over here. I just like seeing the shiny stuff a lot more. I'm that kind of guy, you know. Looks over performance, just kidding. I have 2 strut bars, one right here, one in the back of the car. The one in the back right now is disconnected because up until summertime, I took the rear stock strut bar out, or the rear strut bar out to put the convertible top down, obviously, since it is a convertible. And I kind of like left it there, so I do have that back installed. We did have to replace the power steering pump on here. We had to replace that because the first one was making a bunch of squealing noise, and as you can guess it, the second one is doing the exact same fucking thing. But that's pretty much the only negative thing I can think about in the engine bay so far, except for changing the clutch. That was probably the worst part. Please just excuse the dirty and disgustingness, because it usually has like foamy engine bright polishing on it. And like this isn't even, I don't even know how this got dirty right here. That is just, I don't know, I have no idea. But yeah, when I first got the car, like all this right here was black, like black, disgusting. Okay, anyways, now going back to the interior of my car, I'll go ahead and show you guys around that. Pain in the ass. So here is the interior of my car. As you can see, this puppy has only got 95 on it, and it's definitely not bad at all. I actually got this car in a very good deal, and we got very lucky. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I was pretty excited when I got it, and then I started doing all this modification stuff on it, and I was like, I need to get started on real modifications instead of just like these strut bars, the air intake. I want to get started with the bigger forced air induction, the bigger fucking intercooler on the front mount. I want to get like a, you know, a blow-off valve, Grady blow-off valve, or whatever, however you pronounce that company. All that fun stuff I want to get started with. Anyways, back to my car and the inside of it. So this is it right here. If you guys can see, I actually, this was gray, or this was black. I painted it red because I got bored one day. You guys can judge me on it, but I think I did a good fucking job on this. It's a little dirty. I literally just wiped my car out yesterday and it was dirty again. But that's really what happens in the fall season. And then I put this aftermarket, obviously, shift knob on here a couple days ago. I have an aftermarket steering wheel actually in my trunk. Cool, that's the interior. Before I go, one other bad thing about this car is the fucking ceiling. I'm gonna go and face the camera up. It's gonna look weird for a second. The top actually is damaged out the ass. It doesn't have a seal on this front left corner right here, and then it drips right down onto my lip. Nothing's down there that's important, but I still don't want rainwater in here, and that's kind of like one bad thing I need to fix still, but I haven't really gotten around to it. But like I said, we're gonna get there. Yeah, that's pretty much my interior. That's pretty much all I have for the interior. There's nothing really exciting about my interior. I don't have any fancy things. I don't have any expensive parts, but you know, it works. As soon as we get inside, I'll go ahead and show you guys around just a little bit. I'm not gonna show you guys too much. Sucks. A lot of my video taping will be done in front of this guy, or sitting on that couch, or that couch, or that couch, or that couch. My boy Jasper. What are you doing? What are you doing, big boy? So, yeah, that was the first vlog I've ever finished. I'm gonna go and peace out on you guys, or excuse me, my dudes. I'll go and see you guys next time, and probably tomorrow I'll go ahead and have the next video up, and we will see what we can do from there. See you later, my dudes.